I have two models here. I have a category model, which has and belongs to many products, and a product model, which has and belongs to many categories. What I want to do is be able to edit which categories a given product belongs to using checkboxes in an edit form. Let me show you what I have so far. Here's the interface, the list of products, and if you click on a product, it'll tell you which categories it's in. Right now, this is in no categories. If you edit a product, you can see the name and the price, but there's no checkboxes for determining the categories. And that's what I want to set. So let me show you how to do it, and then I'll explain it afterwards. So here's our form for the fields for that product. And so we want to loop through the categories, all the categories, and then let's see if I can clean this up a little bit. Okay, and I want a checkbox here for the category. Now there's two checkbox methods. There's checkbox and checkbox tag. I want to use this checkbox tag because I need more control over the name of the checkbox, and this allows me to specify it. So the first parameter it takes is the name of the checkbox, and I'll explain the logic behind this in a little bit, but this is what you want to specify. And then the second parameter is the value of the checkbox, which is categories ID. And the third parameter is a Boolean determining whether the checkbox should be checked or not. And the way we do that is we get the product categories and see if the given category falls into the product's categories. This will return true or false, which will check or uncheck the checkbox. So let's take a look at the interface. And we have our list of categories here with the checkboxes. Let's check a few of them and see if they work. And they do. Our categories are listed correctly now. So this is working, but how exactly is this magic all going on? Let me show you the development log here. Let's find our edit action. Here's our update action that we just submitted. And if we take a look at the parameters that are sent, we have our product hash. And so that has our name attribute, television stand, price, $149, and then the category IDs. This is considered an attribute of the product model, and it's setting it to 1 and 3. This is an array. So the category IDs is specified by specifying product category IDs. It's placing this into a hash. And the array is specified by this empty square brackets at the end here. Rails will group these into an array just like we want. And this category IDs attribute or method is actually generated by the has and belongs to many association. So let me open up Script Console and show you how that works. Let's get a product. And then call categories, category IDs equals, and so this takes an array of categories, category IDs, and this will properly call the correct SQL to insert the category IDs into the join table. So let's see if that changed anything. Let's go back to showing this. And it changed our categories by doing this in Script Console. So that category IDs method is provided by the has and belongs to many association. But if you aren't using that, if you're using has many through, then you'll need to manually create your own category IDs method. Now there's one little gotcha here, one more little thing we need to fix. If you uncheck all of the checkboxes, then try to update that, nothing will take place. And that is because, if you take a look at the development log again, that is because we have our product and there's no category IDs attribute specified that's not setting it to an empty array or nothing. It's just not sent at all. And that is because in web browsers in HTML, the way it works is that if you don't specify the checkboxes, they won't be sent at all. So what we have to do is go into our products controller, which handles the update action, and set our parameter to an empty array if it's not set already. So if this returns nil, it will set it to an empty array. And let's try that. Save it and try editing this again. Uncheck all the checkboxes. And now all of our categories are removed. So that's working successfully. So it's not very hard to make an interface listing all of the checkboxes with a has and belongs to many association. If you have iTunes, would you mind doing me a favor and writing a review about this podcast on there? You can get there by going to railscasts.com and clicking on the Now on iTunes link. This should take you to the iTunes Music Store with the Railscast page, which you can write a review. Currently there's no reviews, so if you want to write something up, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.